Tensions are escalating between Iran and Israel, and of course Israel, remember, has retaliated to the October 1 attack, and now this has sparked international concerns. UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer has called for restraint amidst the fears of a broader regional conflict. Starmer, remember, was speaking from the Commonwealth Summit in Samoa, addressing the volatile situation while highlighting Britain's defence commitments in the Pacific. Here's a report.
Tensions soar in the Middle East as Israeli airstrikes hit Iranian targets early Saturday. A move Israel says was in response to Iran's recent ballistic missile attacks. The UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer addressed the mounting crisis, stressing that Iran should not respond to the Israeli strikes and urging all parties to exercise restraint. Starmer's comments come from Samoa, where Commonwealth leaders gathered for their annual summit. Amid growing global tensions, Starmer emphasized the need for stability, especially in regions critical to international trade. Highlighting the strategic significance of the Pacific, Starmer reaffirmed the UK's commitment to its AUKUS partnership, pledging to deploy a carrier strike group to the region next year to reinforce security.
And you're quite right to point to the fact that China is increasingly trying to be influential across Commonwealth countries, and we need to be clear about our values of democracy and the rule of law. But also, I've been making the case that the priority ought to be trade and investment and unlocking finance for Commonwealth countries in order for them to build up the resilience.
The summit wasn't without controversy, as a debate over reparations for Britain's role in the slave trade overshadowed discussions. While calls for reparatory justice dominated parts of the agenda, Starmer downplayed monetary compensation, reiterating Britain's focus on climate change and other immediate challenges.
And today at the retreat, which was a retreat going on for 6 or now 8 hours, I think, in the end, the theme for the day was chosen by the Prime Minister here in Samoa, and she chose resilience and climate. So I think that gives you a clear sense of the absolute priority here. And that's not surprising. You've spent some time here, you'll have seen just how vulnerable this island and similar islands are to climate change. It is of paramount importance.
As the Commonwealth Summit wraps up, tensions in the Middle East loom large, underscoring the delicate balance of diplomacy. Starmer's call for restraint reflects the global community's hope to avoid further escalation. But with regional conflicts and historical debates intertwining, only time will reveal if there is an endgame or not.